DWC team, welcome back. If you're new to Dollar Workout Club, welcome. We're so happy to have you. My name is Lynn, and since I'm wearing green today, I'm going to be showing you the beginner modifications to the exercise moves we're doing. This is Natalie in yellow. She's going to be showing you the intermediate, and Drew, since he's wearing red today, is going to show you the advanced version of the exercise moves. If you've been a member for a while and know these moves, go ahead and fast forward to the warm-up to get right into it. Natalie's going to help by showing both the green and yellow version for me so that you know who to follow today. The first move we're going to be doing is a thruster, so I'm going to go ahead and grab these weights over for Natalie. So at a green version, you're going to be wanting to get a chair so that you have something to sit back in for support. In addition, you're going to want a light weight. So I'm using soup cans just to show you can use anything around the house, like water bottles would be a great alternative as something light as well. You're going to place those weights up at about your ear level, and then you're going to stand shoulder width apart and sit back into the chair while keeping your chest raised the whole time. So you're doing a squat motion. As you come up, you're going to press that weight all the way straight up into the air, and you're also going to squeeze your glutes at the top. So this is kind of a combination of a squat and a military press. Okay, so it's just like you could see that right there. Now at a yellow and red version, they're doing the exact same move. The only difference is going to be the weight they're using. So you're going to want to go a little bit lighter if you're yellow. What you're going to do is stand in a squat position with your feet shoulder width apart, toes slightly at an angle. You're going to bend your knees, come down in like you're sitting in a chair, and you're going to want to come to parallel or slightly below. And again, you have those weights up around your ears, and as you come up to the top of the repetition, you're extending that weight directly above your head and squeezing your glutes. The next move we're going to be doing are squats, jumping squats. So at a green version, you're going to go ahead and get near that chair again. You're going to come down, squat, sit into the chair. You're going to come up and squeeze those glutes. And instead of jumping, you're going to reach up on your toes just like you saw Natalie do there. So come up, squeeze, reach up on those toes. Really making sure you reach up and really making sure that you squeeze those glutes at the top. Now, yellow and red are going to be jumping. So what they're going to do is they're going to come down into a squat, and then they're going to come up and they're going to catch some air, jumping straight up into the air, coming right back down into that squat position. Now, the only difference is yellow might take a little bit of a break in between the squats, while red tries to do a fluid motion. The next move we're doing are push-ups. So at a green version, you're gonna go ahead and come up to a wall, and you're gonna wanna take about 1 to 2 steps back, and you're gonna come up on your toes like you see Natalie doing here. Your hands are a little over shoulder width apart, and you're gonna keep your back flat while you hinge at your elbows, bringing your face in close to the wall, as close as you can go, and then pressing all the way back out, really squeezing your chest muscles as you come out. Yellow and red are going to be doing the exact same move. The only difference is yellow is going to be doing push-ups on their knees and red's going to be on their feet. And what you're going to do is keep your back flat, your butt down, your hands again are wider than shoulder width apart. You're going to hinge at your elbow and bring your chest all the way to the ground and then push all the way back up, really squeezing your chest muscles at the top of that motion. And then the last move we're doing are burpees, our favorite. So it's a miracle you're not doing red burpees.
I know.
Everyone that's been a member a while knows that this is crazy. So for burpees, for the green version, you're gonna use that chair you're using for squats. You're gonna place your hands directly down in front of you, and then you're gonna step your feet back as far as you can go and back forward and then reach up. Just like you see Natalie doing here, the further you step your feet back, the harder this move is. Really make sure you reach up on those toes and into the sky at the end of the motion. Yellow is going to be using a chair or anything that's elevated. They're going to do something similar, but they're going to do jumps. They're going to jump their feet back, jump their feet forward, and jump up into the air, just like you see Natalie doing there. And red is going to be doing the hardest motion, where you're going to bring your body all the way down to the ground, hitting your chest to the ground, kicking those feet back in, and jumping all the way back up. Like you see Drew doing here, kicking feet out, chest to ground, feet back in, jumping all the way up. So those are the 4 moves that we're going to be doing today. And don't worry, we'll be doing these along with you and reminding you about proper form. Natalie and I are gonna go ahead and start the warm-up with some good mornings. Make sure you warm up with us. And while we're doing this warm-up, Drew's gonna explain the structure of today's workout.
All right, you guys, so today's workout is gonna be in descending order. And what we're gonna be doing is starting out with 30 reps of each exercise. So you're doing 30 reps of jumping squats, 30 push-ups, 30 thrusters, 30 burpees. As soon as you get done with that, we're bumping down to 20 jumping squats, 20 push-ups, 20 thrusters, 20 burpees. And then you finish up with 10, 10, 10, 10. So this workout, as long as it takes you, could be 5 minutes, could be 25 minutes, you know? It doesn't matter how long it takes. It's just you versus you here. So make sure you go at a faster pace, but with quality reps on each exercise, you guys. We're all about quality over quantity here at Dollar Workout Club. And once you finish that 10th burpee, you're done. Feel free to put your time at the bottom in the comments. Let us know what color you did. It's always fun to see how everybody did on today's workout. It's gonna be quick, fast, but effective and give you maximum results.
Oh, my arms are still tight from last week.
All right.
All right, we're just loosening up with some self hugs. Hopefully you guys have some weights nearby. You'll need those for the thrusters. We're gonna go ahead and get started in just a few seconds. Now remember, we're gonna start with those jumping squats, and we're gonna be doing 30 of those starting in 3, 2, 1, and squat. Now remember, for green, we are reaching up at the end of this motion. So a squat, but then also reaching up on those toes as high as you can go, making sure you keep your chest up and raised during this entire motion. Now you guys are gonna notice that we're all gonna go at our own pace. So if you need to break up the reps, shake out those legs, that's okay. This is you versus you. You need to keep track of your own pace.
You notice that I'm kind of using my arms for momentum. You don't have to do that. Drew doesn't. It just feels better to me. And then make sure that you're pushing up off your heels and not your toes. Oh man.
Nice job. Break these up however you need to. You can see that I'm going at a slower pace so that I don't have to take as many breaks in between. But you can go at a quicker pace and maybe you just need to take a few more breaks.
A minute in.
Just do the best that you can, focusing on good form, which means we're keeping that chest raised the entire time. We're really squeezing our glutes at the top.
Push-ups. Man, that didn't bring your heart rate up. You are not at the right level. Whew.
Yep, this definitely should be hard, you guys. You're probably taking a few breaks, shaking out those legs, or going at a slower pace like I am. Just remember, this is you versus you. Keep track of where you're at, and don't worry as much about what we're doing. We're just mostly here to encourage you and remind you to keep good form. Nice job.
Make sure you're bringing your chest all the way down to the ground.
This first round is gonna be the hardest. Doing 30 reps of each. So make sure and pace yourself and try and breathe.
Your heart rate should be elevated because you should be picking a level that's really challenging for yourself. And remember, the key here, you guys, is to keep good form. Your back is flat, your butt is down, and for green, you're trying to get as close as you can, bringing your face to the wall. For yellow and red, your chest is going all the way to the ground if you're on push-ups. So really challenge yourself. If this is hard for you at the green level, the closer you step in, the easier this move's gonna be. We're all at our own pace, so if you need to go in a little bit closer, don't be discouraged by that. Really challenge yourself. I'm breaking these up into 3 sets of 10, but you can break it up however you need to. Good job. Just make sure you keep good form. It's better to go slower, take as many breaks, and have quality form for every rep.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Nice job.
I'm gonna catch my breath and then get right into thrusters. Oh, man. I'm kind of wishing I would have grabbed a lighter weight right now. I say that every time.
All right, you guys. If you're following my pace, we are going into our thrusters. This is definitely going to be harder because we already did 30 squats, so you may notice that you're pretty fatigued, and that's normal. If you need to take more breaks, go ahead and do that. But remember on this, you're squeezing your glutes at the top and you're bringing that weight all the way overhead. Your arms may get a little bit tired doing this motion, so you may need to put down the weight and shake it out a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna do 15 and rest. Notice that if you kind of thrust your hips as you're pushing the weight above your head, it will give you a little oomph and use that momentum instead of using your shoulder muscles as much.
Yeah, I did 10 and I'm just kind of sitting down to relax for a second, really shaking out my arms. If at any point you really get to the point where you're not able to lift that weight above your head, it's okay to go ahead and put that weight down and just do this motion without any weight. It's still gonna work those shoulders. Nice job.
Make sure you're pushing up off your heels and not your toes. Oh, shake those arms out. This is a hard workout, you guys. We're 4.5 minutes in.
Nice job. Remember, this is you versus you. We talk about this a lot, but really, we never want you comparing yourself or your progress to us. We want you to be going at your own pace instead of comparing yourself to how fast we're going at this level. If you're following that person, think of how well you've improved from week to week. Okay, we're getting stronger. You know, we're just trying to see progress in each of these moves as we do them week in and week out. Nice job. Hopefully you're keeping track. Feel free to get a drink of water if you need to. If you're following me in green, I'm headed into those burpees. Remember, the further you step your feet back, just like with yellow, the further you jump your feet back, the harder this move is gonna be. You really should be getting your heart rate up during these last exercises, you guys.
Okay, take a breather before you head into your next round. Remember, we're doing 20 this time of everything.
Oh, wow. Oh. Those are hard.
I keep having to yawn in this workout. It's not because I didn't have enough coffee. When my body gets depleted of oxygen, when I'm working really hard, for whatever reason, my body copes by yawning.
Nice job. Remember, focusing on form, quality reps. Every rep counts. If you need to break it up, take a little breather, that's okay. You should be out of breath. As you can tell, we are all winded because you're really supposed to be challenging yourself, picking a level that's hard for you, and trying to keep as fast of a pace as possible while having good form. Nice job, you guys. Don't give up. Try to keep up that same pace and consistency. Don't worry about the clock. Remember, this is just you versus you, no matter how long it takes.
Some of you guys at yellow may be able to go faster than me. That's awesome.
Yep, we're all at a different pace. So regardless of where you're at,
I'm having such a hard time catching my breath.
just focus on good form and really challenge yourself. It looks like all of us are in our 20 reps station, basically. If you're not here, that's okay. Focus on where you're at, quality reps, quality form.
Make sure on push-ups you're bringing your chest all the way to the ground or else it doesn't count. Okay?
Focus on your breathing. I know you're tired, you guys.
Good job. Keep going. Almost there. Finish strong.
It's gonna get, I know it's hard, but in a way it gets a little bit easier as the time moves on because we're descending down in our reps. So you should be winded throughout because we're moving at a fast pace, but it should get a little bit easier.
Good job, guys. We're about 8 minutes in. Okay, I'm gonna shake my arms out, grab a drink of water, and go right into the thrusters. The jumping squats and I don't know, it's all hard actually.
Nice job. Break this up however you need to. Remember, for green, if you're doing push-ups against the wall, the further you stand back, the harder this move's gonna be. Really challenge yourself. I'm breaking these up into 2 sets of 10, but you may need to take, more of a break. You might need to break them up into sets of 5. That's okay. You versus you. At this point, you will notice every single one of us are very winded. If you're not breathing hard like we are, I challenge you, even if it's on just 2 of the 4 moves, to go up a level, okay? Remember, on these thrusters, you're bringing that weight all the way above your head and you're squeezing your glutes at the top. It's 2 motions in one. It's a squat and a military press. job, you guys. Break these up however you need to. I'm breaking these up into 2 sets of 10. We're coming up on almost 10 minutes of hard work. Try to take as few breaks as possible. Really challenge yourself to keep that heart rate up so that you're burning more calories throughout this entire workout. Focus on form. I know we like to remind you a lot about form, but that's because every rep counts, you guys.
Oh, burn.
Gosh. Good job, guys.
Get a drink of water if you need to. Take a small break if you need it. Remember for green, if you're on burpees, the further we step our feet back and reaching up high on our toes is going to make a big difference. A lot of people ask, are you really getting benefit from doing the green version? And the answer is yes. This is a full body movement. And you're really working every inch of that body, even doing this at the green level. So be proud of yourself no matter which level you're at right now, you guys. This is you versus you, focusing on improving in each exercise we're doing.
Gosh, I'm just so out of breath. So it makes it hard.
Good job.
Woo! Good job, guys.
Oh, man.
You know, you may just be finishing up with a round of 30. And that's all right. Don't feel discouraged. If you're behind us, a lot of people tell us they like to hit pause until they catch up to where we're at, or even fast forward the video backwards a little bit so you're at the same pace.
Yep, do whatever works for you guys. You can even just hit pause, turn up the music, and then just go at your own pace. But remember, every rep counts. We're getting to these final 10, and you guys, you should be really fatigued at this point. If you're not breathing hard like we all are, if you're not sweating, you probably didn't hit the hard enough level.
Good job, guys.
You really want to make sure these last 10 are challenging for you. Nice job. Shaking out those arms. I'm going to come over in your face too.
I cannot breathe.
Good job, you guys. Focus on quality form. Every rep counts. Remember for green, the further you step those feet back, the harder this move's going to be. If you're doing push-ups on yellow or red, make sure you're getting your chest all the way to the ground.
Good job, guys.
Nice job.
12 and a half minutes. Woo! That's hard work.
If you're still working, keep working. Don't worry about where Drew and Natalie are at. This is you versus you. Just give it your all, 100% effort. Every rep counts.
If you guys saw me,
Lay down for a second.
I could not catch my breath. In that workout, I kept yawning. I kept stopping for a second. That was a tough, high calorie burn, full body workout. Good job, guys. Oh, man.
Nice job, you guys. If you've already finished, hopefully you're not laying down like Drew, moving that body around. And if you want to, you can actually fast forward to the cool down if you don't want to wait around.
Yeah, don't do what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Definitely move or fall asleep. Up to you.
Nice job, you guys. If you're still working with me out back at home, just keep pushing through. Remember, don't worry about what we're doing.
Yeah.
Focus on form, focus on every rep counting.
Don't worry about this. Don't do what I'm
Oh,
doing.
man. It's weird. Does anybody else yawn when they get really fatigued like that? I just keep yawning. I can't.
All right.
Good job, Lynn.
You guys, if you're still working at home, you might be on your 30 reps, you might be on your 20, you might still be working on your 10, doesn't matter. Just have integrity to finish the workout regardless of pace or how many breaks you need to take. I promise you will feel so fulfilled just by completing the workout.
Yep.
So go ahead and put pause, keep working, and unpause it to join us for these cool down stretches. Sorry, I'm still catching my breath.
That's all right. We're going to go right into the hip flexor stretch. So you guys are going to take a knee. And then what you're going to do is push forward with that leg in front while sitting backwards on the leg that's behind you. So you want to be pushing forward and leaning back at the same time until you feel a really deep stretch in that hip flexor groin area.
Whew. If anyone asks if you can get in a killer workout in 15 minutes, I want to say, try one of our workouts.
Seriously, if people told you that Dollar Workout Club is too easy, send them this workout. Tell them to do red in under 12 minutes and let me know.
Yeah, that was crazy hard. I don't know what was hard. All of it was hard.
Well,
like I kept thinking one of them was going to feel easier, and none of them did.
No, and part of that is, you guys, this was a full body workout. We used every inch of our body, you know, and sometimes, I know for me, when I do a full body workout, my body is spent, and you get that heart rate up. We burned a lot of calories in this workout, and you may notice, like for me, I'm sweating even more afterwards, and we talk about that a lot here at Dollar Workout Club. We're very strategic in doing these workouts, making sure you have a strong afterburn effect. So you're burning calories up to 48 hours post-workout. Oh, nice job. Let's go ahead and do the butterfly while we're down here. Put those feet together. Try to bring in those feet once they are together as close to your body as you can. And then using your arms and leaning forward, you can kind of press down on the sides of your legs. And what you're trying to do is bring those legs as close to the ground as they can go. Once you feel a pretty decent pinch, then that's where you want to hold it, okay? We like to talk about how stretching is not that comfortable. It shouldn't be. Whew.
I got a lot of calories burned in that workout. My heart rate was high the whole time.
This is a great workout that you could do again in 2 weeks and really see your improvement. You know, see the time that you completed it this time. Try it again maybe on a Saturday in a couple weeks. You'll be surprised. My clients are always surprised at how much they improve even in just 2 weeks and doing the same workout. All right, let's do a chest stretch while we're down here. Go ahead and lay flat on your stomach. What you're gonna do is you're gonna place your arm out directly to the side of you, and then your other hand you're gonna press into the ground with your elbow bent at a 90-degree angle, and you're gonna twist away so that your body is looking up towards the elbow that's up. Man, the other arm stays flat, pressed against the ground. You should really feel this stretching through your chest, your delts.
And you wanna make sure your arm is really perpendicular to your body. If you have your arm down closer to your hips, you're not going to stretch that opposite shoulder.
Nice job, you guys. Slowly roll out of that. Stretching that other hand straight out, bringing the other palm into the ground with the elbow at a 90-degree twist away, looking up towards the other ceiling, the other side. Hopefully you're focusing on some good deep breaths to bring down that heart rate. I'm finally catching my breath. Nice job. Roll out of that. Come up. We'll finish with one more small shoulder stretch. Just go ahead and stand up slowly. Then bring one of your arms directly across. The other arm's gonna go ahead and bring in that arm as close to your body as you can. Really stretching throughout your shoulder. These would be great stretches to do later on today, you guys. It's going to help with soreness because you're definitely going to be sore after that workout. Shake out that arm, bring the other arm directly over your chest, pulling it tight against your body. Make sure you hydrate. We lost a lot of fluid in that workout. A good rule of thumb is you probably should drink at least 1 water bottle post-workout, you guys.
Yep.
All right, shake out those arms. You guys did amazing. We're so proud of you. Thank you again for being a member. Please tell your friends and family about Dollar Workout Club, and we will see you guys tomorrow.
See ya. When is the best time of day to work out? So this is a question I get asked a lot, and honestly, overall, any workout is better than no workout. So with that being said, you know, if you can get in a workout, whether it's at 1 a.m. or 6 a.m. or 5 p.m., it doesn't matter as long as you get it in. But optimally, I would say first thing in the morning is the best time, because there are studies that show if you work out earlier in the morning, you tend to sleep better at night. And the advantage of working out first thing in the morning is you get it done, you get it out of the way first thing in the morning before you get busy with your other duties during the day. So that's one of the advantages of working out in the morning. The disadvantage is you have to wake up earlier, which is hard for some people, and I totally understand that. The disadvantages to working out in the afternoon, like let's say after work, are that you've gone through a full day of work, your brain is exhausted, you're exhausted, and sometimes the last thing you want to do is go to the gym. But sometimes in the afternoon, that's when people have a lot of energy. So it just depends on the person, right? So find what works best for you and your schedule. But getting in some type of a workout first thing in the morning, whether it's going for a walk, or just going for a run, or doing our Dollar Workout Club workouts, is definitely a great thing to strive for. But at the end of the day, any workout at any time of the day is better than no workout.
Hey you guys, thank you so much for being a part of Dollar Workout Club. We love having you guys as a member, and we love seeing the photos that you've been tagging us in. If you haven't tagged us in some photos yet, here are the hashtag below. So if you try the recipe of the day, or if you want to comment how your fitness workout went today, make sure to leave it in the comment section. You guys, we check those, okay? We check those every day. We love responding to you guys. We're having so much fun with you being a part of the club. Make sure to follow us on all the social media outlets, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.